Hey there everybody, MBix here, and we are taking a look at a Lego Hobbit set, an unexpected journey from that movie. This is set number 79014, the Goblin King battle. This was released in 2012, I believe. It has 841 pieces and originally cost $100. And happy 100th set review. Yeah, I saved this because this is like my favorite recent set I got. So here's something a lot of people will either really like or really dislike. The sections are not connected. So you can see that these just pull apart as separate sections. I hated that at first, just seeing the review, but once I built it and played with it, I actually tended to like it, though I still wanted a way to connect them. What I think Lego should have done is Technic pins, with a pin connection in every spot like that. But anyway, let's take a look at what we do have one by one. I'm just going to keep that in the background because it looks like a nice fun setting. But here is the staircase right here. We'll take a closer look at the figures at the end, but we have Nori and just a goblin soldier. But I like how this thing is built up, this sort of staircase or just platform. We have a skull, they have tiling all around. And then we have this nice little detail with a wheel, a spear here. So that's some extra play. And that always gets knocked down because either the spear is too high or too low and causes it to push off. But that is connected by a skeleton leg right there. And then we have a sticker right there. And that's how, they say it connects like that. But you have this right here, which is a catapult. It does turn. You have some cylinders which you can load in and then fire off. Obviously, the harder you press it, the harder it will shoot out like that. And it's nice that they give some spares. The bone is just loose. I think that's fine, but it is a bit annoying when playing with this. You got this right here. This sort of spear, another removable one. That's nice right there. The design right there with the skull. Let's do skull count, though, since there's so many. 2 skulls so far. Bone. And look, under the step, you have some more just detail, and that looks really nice, like between the floorboards, and then another sticker right there. So that comes up pretty high, and I think that's it with this sort of subsection. Speaking of subsections, 3rd skull right here. These are just loose items, and you can place them anywhere you want. A torch, a bone, and a skull. So that is 3 skulls. Now, I'm saving the throne for last, so let's take a look at this sort of bridge section right here. We have a ladder right there, and in case they don't want you getting up, isn't this great? This is the best integrated play feature ever. I said that with like the Spider-Man Ultimate Web Warriors bridge, but this definitely tops it. We have this right here, which you push, and that is connected to this, and look at this. It looks like it's part of the wall, doesn't it? That's so great. And that's just an amazing feature, mainly because they hit it. And I'll talk about this more later. But see, here's what they recommend you do, I believe, or a good setup. Once you put it here, have a goblin soldier there. Have one here. Now this one knocks out the ladder, so they're trapped on the bridge. And then what you could do after trapping them, having one goblin soldier, let's bring one over here. So you knock down the ladder. That's all like ways of escapes are compromised. And then you knock the bridge out. Yeah, I did that with this button right here. You push that and it basically pushes the bridge out, only connected by 1 pin. So yeah, that's good. I like the build for this. We got a sticker right there, and it's just a nice uneven build, but it falls into this pit, and this pit has a pot right here with some glowing objects, a bone just loose right there, an anchor, that's a nice piece to get, and skull count, that would be number 4, 5, and 6. So that's just such a good play feature. I really like how that works. Now this is obviously a different setting, and spoiler alert, but in the Mines of Moria, in the first one, yeah, I believe it, no, sorry, I completely got that wrong. That's in the Lord of the Rings, but yeah, the first Lord of the Rings, Gandalf dies. You can sort of reenact it here with the bridge falling, everyone getting across, Gandalf hanging on, saying, "Fly, you fools," and then falling. But that's just one way to do it. We have a spear right here, 2 more spears back there, and another skull. So if I'm not mistaken, we counted 3, 6, 7 skulls. So yeah, and I like how that's built up down there. But there's the 8th skull, and we got a torch right here, some more builds, and this is a nice build that connects via 2 pins right here, and it's where the scribe goes, you know, the one that basically he comes up, this whole thing can't spin, he gets a message from the Goblin King, and then he goes away through the mountains. Now this is a very, very nice build. I really like it. And just one more thing that's really impressive to me is that there are 5 skulls in this build alone, and then 3 in the other, so 8 skulls, but those are minifigures heads. But the way this works is the whole thing can spin, and by turning this, you wind this up, either lifting it or lowering it, and yeah, it can do some vast things. One thing I don't like is that it can't be connected by studs, but you know, there's really no way to do that in the way it's built up, but it is nice that it's a frictionless spin, so it can do that. And yeah, this is just a nice build in general. I'd say this is probably my favorite section, and then I think I like the throne and then the stairs, and you build the bridge section last. But here we have the throne itself. Now, spoiler alert, this is where Gandalf kills the Goblin King, moving Gandalf out of the way, saving him for the figures section. We have some play features here. Dwarfs are tempted by gold, so pull that right out there. And that would be the 9th skull. We got 2 gems on this, and all I did was this goes through the core of the thing, and I pushed it back here. 10th skull right there, and some empty space, which is nice, sort of to like hold captured dwarfs. So 10th skull, and then sorry, I just knocked that down. 10, and then we got 11 and 12, 11, 12, and 13. So yeah, that's the total. 13 skulls in this one set. But anyway, let me just remove that. But I like the detailing up on this platform. A goblet, a bucket, a bone right there, a book, and that's the old one. Nice sticker pieces. And it does open up, but when doing that, it damages the spine. I damaged it just by closing it, but got another torch, some weapons back here in this barrel, a skull, another sticker, 2 sticker pieces up here. These are nice though on the side, that sort of detailing, and moving him away. That's a great big fig. I love him. We got another huge sticker that his whole body covers, which is great. That's like sort of the throne. And then we got a little pillow right there. And yeah, that's a pretty nice throne build. We even have, if I can get it right, 2 stickers up there, and the rest of the hill that uses a specialized, the only specialized piece, surprisingly, big ugly rock piece, as people call them. But all this is like nicely brick built, although this is like the small ugly rock piece. But yeah, the throne is pretty huge because he is huge. But we got something else right here, and what you're supposed to do is, let me take a dwarf. It didn't really work, but what you're supposed to do is, by flipping that, catch the dwarf like this. So that's a nice piece down there, and it is just more integrated play. So I definitely love how this set turned out, and I think it is just great. But let's take a look at the figures. Oh, come on. How can I not start with him? Usually I like to save the best figure for last, but it's my 100th set review. I'm just going to show him first. This is a big fig, and this is an exclusive to this set big fig, not just in the printing, but in the mold. Like, look at that tummy, that fat right there, and that head. This is so accurate to the movie. I haven't read the books yet. I plan to do it I plan to start them this month near Christmas. And yeah, the printing on this looks very nice, so accurate, so accurate. We have that hair, 2 studs maybe to place a figure, and then you really just put these teeth pieces on itself, and this looks amazing. I can't get enough of this. We have this is special because it can hold bars as well as figures right there. It can hold onto the legs of a figure, and I like how that's built up with some sort of teeth and fangs and another skull right there, but we counted that before. So yeah, 13 is the total number of skulls, and that is a mini figurehead right there. And I like how it's uneven and one of these has fallen off. I can see that happening because these just don't really care. And there's the back, and you see how these are a bit stiffer? That's because they're not on pins. Well, it is on a pin, but it has like some one of those pieces that has a bit friction when you turn it. And interesting that they use that sand green piece. By the way, the arms are the same system as all other big figs, I believe. I don't know if that bar is on the other ones, but the whole body is just one piece. So this is specialized, though it does fit. And I didn't want to do this, but this is just weird. How there's it's dark, but there's a hole in there. I don't want to do that. But yeah, this is just so well done. I love this. Yeah, it looks really good, and all the shaping all around. Lego just really outdid themselves with this big fig, but I've talked about it enough. So let's move on to the other figures, which are also great. Here is the Goblin Scribe, and he's great to get. I showed you his little post. That's a sticker right there. But no leg printing, obviously, because it's the short legs. But look at that awesome torso printing. It has bumps all over, and it's so fat. That's adorable. And there's the back. And you might be disgusted that you call this adorable, but I think Gollum's adorable. He's my favorite character. There's the headpiece right there with some nice printing. And, you know, it does come off like this, but this is just weird. You see the face, right? With the sort of green and everything. There's an alternate face, but it's the exact same. Now, it's the exact same. I could not notice any difference. I even showed this to my mom, and she could not notice any difference. By the way, this is a rubbery piece, but harder rubber. You know, sort of in between hard and rubber. But anyway, I just don't know what is up with that. Maybe I have a misprint in this set. That's what I thought at first, but then I saw this with the same head print, and it had the same thing on the back as well, with just the slits for the nose, like sort of Voldemort. But anyway, that I leave your thoughts in the comments below on that specifically. But we get 2 goblin soldiers, which I think is appropriate. Only difference is the weapon. I like how this one has a bone with some nice subtle sort of chrome elements on that axe. But here's you know, they're identical except the weapon, so I decided just to show one. You saw the face, this headpiece, which is the same as the Goblin Scribe. Nice leg printing and very nice printing right here for the torso, and a nice jagged blade right there. So that does it for the goblin side. Here is a semi-leader, I'd call him, of the company of Thor and Oakenshield. No leg printing. He has a staff and sword, like seeing when they do that. And no alternate face. That's because it would show through the hat, which I think is completely fine. So you take that off, and the back torso printing, once you remove the cape, that's that, and it is the old style cape. That's because I don't believe, they didn't actually release the new style cape, but here is just some more torso printing. I like that sort of rope going around it, and it's not exclusive to this set, this figure at all. There's a face underneath the beard. And yeah, he's a pretty good figure. I would like if they included his hair as well, though. But, you know, it's not from the scene, so I don't mind it that much. I like a lot how they sort of include pairs and sets. Like in the Mirkwood sweater set, which I have not reviewed, but I hope to, if I ever get it. They have Feely and Keely, you know, the pair of dwarfs. In this set, they have 3 dwarfs, and it's Ori, Nori, and Dory. Let's start with the oldest, Dory, right here. Look at that phenomenal torso printing. That is just great. So amazing. The weapon is nice with the chain and some gold studs. And then we got that nice hairpiece. Look at that intricate braiding in angry expression. On the back, he has that more common one. And the old style cape, but half cape. And more phenomenal back torso printing. Nori is wielding 2 weapons. Has a nice brick-built one. And then this nice, equally nice, or even nicer, sort of sword piece, and then great torso printing right there. There's the face, and then great back torso printing. I love how the prints on these guys came out, though. This is a bit weird to me. Like, it's definitely, I think, accurate, though. It feels like he's wearing some headpiece on top of his beard and hair. I don't know. And then it looks like it's cheap because it's the same color as his hair, but it's all hair. That's just my personal thought. Lastly, here's Ori, which I think is the youngest, especially because he gets so scared. He has that, again, nice chrome sort of axe. Not chrome, I forget the word for that. It's just flaked, I'd say. And nice printing, again, for this one. I love that facial expression. And turning it, we got that nicer one and a slingshot back there. So yeah, I love the dwarfs in this set as well as all the other figures. Wow, this is a great set. I'm so happy to get it. I just love all the figures here. Goblin King is amazing. It's great to get 2 goblin soldiers. The goblin scribe was a must. Ori, Nori, and Dori. Again, I love how they keep the pairs. Gandalf was great. And then there's so many useful play features in this set. Sometimes LEGO does ones that don't do anything. The only improvement I can see here is putting pins to sort of connect, and then you can deconnect, but I think that's fine. It's definitely overlookable. This is just a great set. It captures the scene so well. I definitely love it. And 13 skulls. You can see the figures, and it says King Under the Mountain and the Desolation of Smog right there. And here's the back, where it shows all the play features and that weapons. Now, there's one last thing I wanted to show. Oh, and I wanted to talk about real quickly the $100 price point. For like, what was it? 800 and I'm reading off the box, 841 pieces. I think it's justified. It has a big fig and a lot of specialized pieces, and volume of stuff, it feels fine. Now, I wanted to show instructions in protest of LEGO not doing them in 2019, but let's, and just because these have some interesting ads. The first one just builds the stairs, and here, I love that ring ad right there. The second one builds the throne and just has the win ad. The third one, though, has all gold at the back of it. Let's flip through it. Okay. So here, after building it and showing the whole thing, you get the parts, and then here, okay. So here they have all the figures from the sort of in Unexpected Journey sets, and then we got the board game right there. I want that board game. I don't know why. It just seems kind of cool. And then I love that set. I want that set so bad. Attack of the Worgs and Unexpected Gathering is also good. So that's it for this review. I hope you like it. Please subscribe, leave a comment down below, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.